definitely self-care is very important. What is self-care? Basically, it's things that you do so that you take care of you in all aspects of your life, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, and it encompasses all of those things together. However, what I found in my coaching is that we kind of wrestle with the idea of self-care, like how do we do it, and how much time do I really need to make sure that what I'm doing is really self-care. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So there's 3 tips that I'm going to share with you as far as caring for yourself as a working mom. The first one is that there is no right or wrong way to do your self-care. It is, it's basically what makes you happy and what you enjoy doing. Self-care has to produce the feelings that you desire most. For example, if you want to feel happy, if you want to feel relaxed and peaceful, so you need to steer in that direction and ask yourself, okay, what are some of the things that make me happy? What are some of the things that keep me relaxed? And then you need to plug it in to your daily routine. So first tip, there's no right or wrong self-care technique. It's about you. You decide what feelings you want to have, and then you figure out what kind of activities you can do so that you get those feelings that you desire the most. Tip number 2, or fact number 2 about self-care, you need to stop looking at what other people are doing. So, for example, if you have a coworker who goes on vacation every month, or you have, a family who is able to take, weekend getaways every 2 to 3 months and things like that, or a mom who can go to the salon, and go shopping for like 2 hours out of her day. That's great, and that works for them. But you need, when it comes to self-care, you need to focus on you, and you need to ask yourself, right? So the first tip, the first fact was that, you needed to figure out what works for you as far as what makes you happy, what are the things that you enjoy doing the most. And secondly, this right here, you need to not compare yourself to other people, because their time is their time. Your time is yours. So you may not have, weekly vacation days. You may not have as many vacation days from work, or you may not have 3 hours out of your day to be able to go and get your mani and pedi, and then or you might have a friend who has a subscription to a massage place, but that's not in your budget. So you need to stop looking at what other people are doing, and you need to figure out what can work for you. Comparison breeds discontent, right? And dissatisfaction. So when you look at what other people are doing, then you focus instead on what you don't have, as opposed to what you already have and what you can do to make it work for you. The third fact, or the third tip about self-care for working moms is that you just have to be consistent with it. So I'm not gonna tell you that you need 5 hours of self-care a day. I don't know any moms that have 5 hours a day, right? Of course, we also take into consideration that we have responsibilities, we have jobs, we have kids, and we have, our spouse, and we have our home to take care of. However, the one mistake that we do as moms is that we put ourselves last, and that needs, to stop, right? Because the more that you put yourself last, the more stress you're gonna have in your life, and then everybody around you is affected. Thirdly, I said be consistent with your self-care. What that means for you is that every week you need to be scheduling your self-care, because right, the first step was you need to figure out the activities that you enjoy the most and makes you happy. The second one is that you need to stop looking at what other people are doing, but instead focus on what you already have and what you can afford, as far as time and finances. And then third, you need to be consistent about it. Whether it's 10 minutes of just going outside the patio and drinking your tea, drinking your coffee, or 30 minutes of reading before you go to bed, right? Or journaling in the morning before you go to work. Or taking deep, slow breaths for 60 seconds before you go to work. All those things are self-care methods, and in combination, they will definitely keep your stress level down. And that is really the goal of self-care. Self-care is so that your stress level is minimized or lowered so that you can function on a daily basis. There's no right or wrong way for caring for yourself, right? You might start to question yourself, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just sitting here and drinking my coffee. Am I really, is this enough for me? Is this, what I need? You may not have an hour or 2 hours out of the day, but if you can find 10 minutes here and there, or 20 minutes here and there, you can afford to care for yourself in the most meaningful way. If you have any questions about this topic, please feel free to email me, reach out to me with your comments. If you have ideas or topics that you want me to talk about in my videos, I would love for your suggestions and your feedback. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a great day. Bye.